Okay, let us come back home. A few months ago, not too far off, CAF did amend their constitution. The eligibility aspect of it, which means Issa Hayatou will be eligible to contest in 2017. For another tenure. He's been there since 1988. Do you see the wind of change that is blowing, Sepp Blatter resigning? Do you see that also coming to Africa? Or do you see Hayatou and his team triumphing?
Well, certainly it is a very bad omen, this thing that has come up. And I'm sure it will come into Africa. It will also go into the Caribbean because FIFA is not a one-man or a one-nation kind of thing. Africa is so much involved in FIFA. Also, we have the first vice president is an African and the president of CAF. So you can see there is so much that one should fear about. It can come down, and only God knows where it is going to stop.
All right. Before you leave, people have said that Sepp Blatter has done so much. The Sepp Blatter-led FIFA has done so much to develop Africa, and other developing nations. That particularly is the grounds which the Western nations have against him. That is why they are witch hunting him. It is a witch hunt.
No, it's not. I have said it is not a witch hunting, honestly speaking. And if Blatter has done so much for Africa, could we now sit down and say, yes, we are dwindling, we are into corruption, and then we will now excuse that corruption because he has done so much for Africa? After all, it's not only Africa Blatter has developed. There are other also continents that he has gone to develop. So we shouldn't overlook the corruption issue because he has done so much for Africa. I still maintain the fact that it is not a witch hunting by UK and USA because they have been on this investigating FIFA for the past 24 years. So even if Blatter is not there, the investigation would have been on and they would have found out who has done what. So it's not about Blatter, it's about FIFA, and we need to sit down, look at this issue in its own merit, and stop talking about Blatter. Blatter has presided over FIFA for long, and the years the FBI were investigating happens to be the years when Blatter was there. So let us please try and understand that the FBI is right in what it is doing. There is no concurrence from the United Kingdom. So we don't. I don't see it as a kind of witch hunting. To witch hunt who? So many people have now been arrested in connection with this issue, and they have been talking. They have been squealing. Even Jack Warner himself said he's going to open a can of worms. So if Jack Warner is talking like that, I am afraid. As I said, the thing might come down to this continent, and when it comes down, I don't know how we should be able to wriggle out of it. God help us.
All right. Thank you very much, Abba. It's been a pleasure speaking with you.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
Today it is hot, and then we are pushing at neck break speed. We promised you that you will hear directly. We get update from the Super Eagles camp, and in a few minutes from now, so we shall connect while we are right here back in the studio. So when we get that connection, we link you up to Abuja so that you're up to date with what is happening in the camp. We heard that the last man has come in, Aaron Samuel, so probably there will be a confirmation to that particular effect. We learned the train this morning. We don't know how far the train went. A lot of them, they will be here to start ask those questions. I will be checking on them. But then, Yemi, let's go back to tennis. Serena 20 slams.
It looks like a dream, like Serena said. Always been like a dream. 20 Grand Slam.
20 big ones.
Exactly. I was discussing with a friend yesterday, and I said after that Serena injury, nobody gave Serena a chance again. We all felt at that age, it's ended.
Yeah.
At times you want to continue, but your body will say no.
The body is willing.
Exactly, the body is willing.
The soul is willing,
but the body can't. We've seen a lot of sportmen and women whose career have been cut short due to injury at the peak of their career. See, even this Chinese lady, it wasn't as if she wanted to.
Lina. She just gave birth to a baby girl.
A good one for her, but she would have loved to continue, but her body didn't allow. She's gone ahead to do some other thing. But for Serena Williams, we saw it coming. She
30 something.
33, yes, going to 34. What would you say of this amazing lady? She's done so well for herself, 20 Grand Slam. And look at the way she went through this particular tournament. People will say Clay Court is really not her strongest.
Five.
Winning.
She has won 3 Grand Slams.
Exactly.
Three setters.
Exactly. She has won three Grand Slams
right now.
Now, again, what baffles me is the way. I mean, what amazes me rather, it's the way she comes back. You will see her. She will go a set down and she will power back. I
what about
really
the
salute
quality of the
her
opposition?
resilient.
In the female section.
You see, Jimmy keeps talking about the quality of opposition. Probably that's why she alludes that to Serena's dominance. Probably the opposition has not been top notch. But you see, I don't really think that
it goes beyond. It goes.
This French Open,
Serena has raised the bar.
She dropped 6 sets, right? 6, and it has never happened to her before
Okay,
in a Grand Slam.
okay,
So she keeps dropping
let us
sets
ask ourselves
in
what
each game she was playing. So it shows she has a stronger opponent, but she was just stronger.
The quality
If
of
she had
the
not
opposition in
upped
the
her game,
female
she
circuit.
would have lost that
I mean,
game.
I understand where you're coming from, but the quality of the opposition in the female circuit, even when the best of the best are still playing right now, when they play against her, almost always she dominates. You see the likes of Victoria Azarenka.
You can
Victoria Azarenka.
You define dominance.
Marsha Popova.
How do you define dominance?
Okay,
How do you define
That
dominance?
if you take people
She
out
didn't
in
win
air,
it.
straight set,
Exactly.
she doesn't
And she didn't do that at this French Open.
I'm talking about the head-to-head that they do have in between themselves. If you
But
consider-
Nadal has head-to-head against
all players except
Yeah.
Novak Djokovic. That is exactly why we would
now
want to
listen-
talk about Novak Djokovic.
what has come out of it for
Okay, take a look at Andy Murray
No,
and
she has
Novak Djokovic
head-to-head
in the last 8
against
matches.
Djokovic. He has against Novak.
Yeah, I understand where you're coming
Yes,
from, but
he
in the
has.
last 4 years, when you consider
Yes.
what he had been able to do,
Yeah.
Novak Djokovic, against every other top 4 player, has been marvelous. He's been fantastic. He's actually dominated them in the head-to-head.
So do you say the quality of opposition?
I'm saying the quality of the opposition. You need to consider when Navratilova was playing, when Steffi Graf were playing, Ingis, when they were playing, when they were winning slams, they were having quality opposition. They never got and strolled into slams.
that is lacking.
Yes, it is lacking.
It is lacking. All right. Ladies and gentlemen. All right.
If you still have Lina still playing, and of course you have these.
Sharapova is just 5 slams. She's got 20.
Okay, all right, let's go to the number of
How old is
slams. All
Sharapova?
right,
And how
okay.
old is Serena
All right.
Williams? That's what you look at. She's
My guys, the
33,
house is
no,
hot.
not
The house is hot.
27.
Okay. All right, okay, ladies and gentlemen, let the house calm. Okay, that was yesterday. Today, there is also a chance to make history. Jimmy just talking about Novak Djokovic. The man went to Australia and collected 5. He has 2. He has 2 women and then 1 US Open. But then he has not won the French Open. And they say before you to be great, we're talking about football, with the greatest in football. In tennis, the number of slams, we're talking about 20. But you have to do, of course, there was the Serena Slam. Career Grand Slam. You must win all 4. And then even if they're not,
for you to join that club of legends.
they're even adding the Olympics now, for you to say, okay, yeah, you have been there. So Andrea Agassi and Nadal, they have that whatever for among who are of recent, but then
Roger Federer.
No, I'm talking about adding the Olympic gold to
Okay.
it. So basically, I want to ask my guys today. Wawrinka, the guy, nothing flashy about his game. The guy it's all business.
It's just about
Can he do the business on Novak?
I said something here 2 weeks ago
Yes.
that Federer has a very good chance of winning this tournament because of the half where he has been.
Yes.
Exactly. Because he's never going to meet any of the top 4 till he gets to the final. And this is a player who we saw what he's been able to do all through these classes. But unfortunately, he imploded when it mattered most against Wawrinka, his Swiss counterpart. Now, Wawrinka, nobody gave him a chance to get to this point, like he did winning the Australian Open
against Nadal.
Against an injured Nadal, not taking that away from him. But today, I don't see him doing it against Djokovic. I saw the game, the semi-final game between Djokovic and Murray, and that should have been the final before final. You saw them going as far as having 32 rallies to secure a particular point.
Yes,
it was neck to neck. Djokovic taking the first 2 sets, Nadal coming back into the game, But Djokovic, trust him for his resilience. He always digs deep to get the job done.
That's the biggest value.
And that is the biggest value, exactly. That's going to be the winning.
Normally, we give you, they say we give you how much?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
You know, one thing
If we give you 2 ahead.
One thing about Djokovic is
Yes.
the fact that yes, resilience is his biggest value, the biggest attribute when it comes to talking about Novak Djokovic. At
But
the point in time, he used to be a jester.
You see, of course, you see him winning today.
Yeah, I do see him winning because
He's going to join the club of the legends today.
The Kaya Slam is very important for
It's
him.
very
Maybe he had not won.
Last year we said
And I don't see Wawrinka.
we said the same thing.
But I think against Wawrinka, he should.
Because when Nadal joined, it was when the legends. It was the same Djokovic he beat at the US Open
exactly
to complete his.
But the
career
highlight
slam.
of the tennis here is the fact that he decimated Nadal.
And if you
king of
taking into consideration, taking into consideration the current form of Djokovic, I think Wawrinka is.
All right, we're taking a break. We're taking a short break, and when we do come back, we briefly go to Canada to look at the Canada Grand Prix, and then come back to close with football. Go nowhere.